Hi beautiful, welcome back. If you are new, please subscribe and join the Lita family. Hit that little bell so you can get notified every time I post a new video. I try to upload twice a week. Most of the time it's twice a week unless I have something going on. Yes, I try to stay consistent, so join the Lita family here on YouTube. Okay, so I had already started removing my nails and I realized, you know what, I know there has to be people out there that have gotten their nails done and then they're at home, they can't get a fill or they don't want to get a fill and they just want to remove their nails and they want to try to do it safely. So I was like, you know what, let me do a video showing you how you can remove them without using any fancy tools like nail tech tools. Like if you just have your basics at home and basic nail implements and basic items. Okay, so you want to start with some nail remover. Obviously it's going to be 100% acetone. It needs to be 100% acetone for acrylic. And then I have a couple different implements here that I wanted to show you. If you have stones on, you're going to need a cuticle nipper, maybe one that you don't use or that's old so that you can cut the stones off. You want a file that has a 100 grit and a 180 grit side, and a cuticle pusher, a cuticle scraper, whatever you have on hand that can scrape the acrylic off, and then a buffer at the end so you can buff your nails, and some cuticle oil if you have it. If not, you're just going to wash your hands and then lotion up, and then you are good to go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove our nails. Well, we're going to cut them as short as you can or as short as you want. Some of you might want to preserve your nail length, so just cut them on each side. Now the nail clipper, the one I chose, is kind of small. You probably want to use the bigger one. If the nails are too thick, you can always use the cuticle nipper and go in and just cut on each side, and just be careful because they can just fling off to the side and like jump up at your face, and you want to just be careful. You don't want to hit your eyes or anything. All right, so once we're done cutting all 10 nails, we'll come back. Oh, when I cut the nail with the stones on it, I do cut it first before removing the stones because once you cut it, it's gonna basically split wherever you cut it, and then that's just less work that you have to do.
Carried all the weight on my shoulder, had me going ever once I told you no. Told you no. Kept going like a marching soldier. Play my part, boy, I had to hold you down. Hold it down. When the tidal waves come around and wipe off what we built, would you fight for love, or would you back down and let our hope drown? When the world is everything to break us up for good, would you hang around? When all we got right now, tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, yeah. Tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, yeah.
Cuando esas caricias tocaban toda tu piel. Tell me how you feel about us. Tell me how you feel about us. Yeah, soñé que me querías, pero no es cierto. Solo lo haces pa' que yo esté contento. La chispa de la llama se apagó lento. Cambiamos mentiras por juramentos. Sabía todo de ella, pero ahora ya no lo sé. Siempre has estado tan bella, pero has cambiado, mujer.
When the tidal waves come around and wipe off what we built, would you fight for love, or would you back down and let our hope drown?
Siendo que ya no te tengo, o al menos yo no tu amor. No.
In this case, since we don't have an e-file, I'm going to use the cuticle nipper and I'm going to sneak it in any holes or any crevices. And I'm going to go in and under and kind of squeeze it a little bit and wiggle it around a little bit. You want to be gentle until they pop off. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going in with the file that I showed you before. You want to go in with the 100 grit side. It's more coarse, and you want to make sure that when you're filing, you want to remove all of the gel top coat and the gel polish and get down into the acrylic and create those grooves. This way, when you dip your nails into the acetone has an opportunity to seep in and loosen everything up. And what you're doing is basically making it porous, okay? You want to make sure that you do it on all 10 nails. Here I show a clip of what it should look like. You can see all the scratches and grooves and everything is removed. So once you're done on all 10 nails, you're going to take your bowls. I do want to show you something, okay? If you have access to a manicure bowl, I'm going to show you which one I have. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. So this one here, you can put your hand in, and then it has the bottom section where you can put the water in and you heat it up, and it actually makes the process go a lot faster. So if you have access to that, great, and you can use it. If not, I'm going to show you exactly what you can do, okay? We're going to pretend like the bottom is a regular plastic bowl that you have at home, and then you take this glass bowl and you pour the acetone in there. And in your plastic bowl, you're going to take the water, you're going to heat it up, and then put the glass bowl inside of it, okay? And that's going to warm up the acetone and make the process go faster. Here I show you exactly how we do it. So this is our pretend bowl at home. We heated up the water, and I'm placing these glass bowls inside of it, okay? It's going to heat up your acetone and make the process, like I said, go faster. I want you to know that I got these bowls at the dollar store. You can get most of the products I'm showing you, you can actually get them at the dollar store. And also the bowls, you can just use plastic bowls that you have at home, okay? I soaked this first time I soaked for 10 minutes. The longer you let them sit in acetone, the more you'll be able to remove each time you bring it out to scrape it. In my case, I did get a little bit impatient. So you definitely require some patience to do this. That's why, you know, some people actually just rip them off. But I waited 5 minutes after. I think actually it wasn't 5 minutes. It was more like 7 minutes after each time. And you want to do it as many times as you need to until you get until you get to your natural nail, okay? So as many times as it requires. I think I put like 2 or 3 times, but it took me easily like 5 to 6 times to remove all of it, okay? And I also show you the different implements I use to scrape it, just in case, you know, depending on what you have at home. I forgot to tell you that you want to heat up the water in your bowl for a minute. You don't want to make it too hot because it's going to burn you. I heated up for a minute, and that was just right. Initially, I had heated it up for 30 seconds, and it wasn't enough, so you want to heat it up for a minute, okay? And that's it. And as you can see here, I'm using the scraper side of the cuticle pusher. And I go in with the little scrapey thing that I showed you before. I don't know what you call that. You want to dip them in, let them soak, and then scrape. And then do that over and over until you are down to your natural nail. And then once we're done with that, we'll come back, okay?
Tell me how you feel about us. Tell me how you feel about us.
Cuando esas caricias tocaban toda tu piel. Tell me how you feel about us. Tell me how you feel about us.
Through the night and day, I keep on falling for you. I keep on falling for you. Through the night and
when the acrylic starts to harden, you want to just, you know, kind of give up on it and put it in, because you don't want to damage your nail and be too rough. So I just put it back in. But I want to mention something. You notice how my left hand, I was done sooner, so I ended up having, you know, more time to just do my right hand. That's just because every time I took my hands out of the acetone, I would start with my left hand first. So if you want to interchange and go back and forth between the two, then it may be a more even process, but it's not the biggest deal. I'm just letting you know, okay? So now I'm going in with the 180 grit side, and I'm going to file my nails and shape them, or not file them, but shape them. There was a little bit of acrylic on that thumb, so I filed that just very lightly, and then I am just shaping my nails the way that I like. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to use the white buffer that I showed you, the buffer block, and I'm going to buff all 10 nails. And then once I'm done with that, I need to wash my hands, because the acetone literally sticks to your skin. It gets everywhere. It's very messy. So it doesn't show in the video, but I'm like, you know, rubbing my hands. I know you can hear it. I'm rubbing it, trying to basically peel off some of the residue that's on my skin. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be messy, but once you're done, I use Dawn and I let it kind of like sit on my skin, and I'm like scraping my hands to get the residue off. And then yeah, once I'm done with that, I put the moisture back in. Acetone is very, very drying on your skin and on your nails. So I put the moisture back in. I go in with the cuticle oil. Like I said, if you don't have cuticle oil, then you can just lotion your hands up and get them nice and moisturized with whatever lotion you have at home. But I go in with the cuticle oil and I get them nice and oily, okay? And then that is it. That is the full process. And this is what they looked like after, of course. And I showed you there that I went to wash my hands, and I'm going in with the cuticle oil. So yes, that's it, guys. I hope that this video was helpful for any of you that are looking to just remove your nails at home with the stuff that you have at home. So this is the end result. Thank you guys so much for watching. That being said, I am announcing a $100 giveaway. So if you made it this far, you get to be a part of the giveaway. So comment down below if you are interested. I'm giving away $100 cash. You guys know I do monthly cash giveaways. So $100 cash giveaway. Just comment, watched the full video. So comment, watch the full video, like this video, and I will reply to the winner, or I will post it on the community post. So make sure you have your post notifications on. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Good luck to everyone. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.